3 trains, 3 bridges, 3 piers. That is a comment that was left on one of my videos, and of course I had to look it up. 3 trains, 3 train derailments, 3 bridges, 3 bridge collapses, 3 piers though. I was curious, so I Googled piers in the news, and this is what came up. Now, the reason I believe this was left for me is because I talked to you guys a couple days ago about a massive fire where I live that has destroyed-ish the local server community, the local economy in my city, right? Because this tourist restaurant has gone up in massive flames. It's going to be out all summer long. It's a huge deal. And people started commenting on that video about this California pier. And that's exactly what this is. So this here says that a massive fire breaks out on historic Southern California pier. A massive fire broke out at a vacant restaurant. So there's the difference. Don't mind me, I'm trying to fix the screen. So broke out at a vacant restaurant at the end of the Oceanside Pier in North County, San Diego on Thursday. This is according to the Oceanside Fire Department. 2,000-foot long wooden pier was built in 1888. That's old and probably very flammable compared to newer woods and steel and things that are used in piers, right? It's the focal point of the beachside Southern California city, not far from Camp Pendleton, which is just, I mean, if you want to talk about closeness and irony, there we go. The Oceanside Fire Department is currently engaged, this is from Thursday, currently engaged in fighting a fire on the Oceanside Pier. This was what the department wrote on social media. It didn't specify. I'm going to assume either X or Facebook. We are asking all citizens to please stay away from the immediate area. This is what it looked like. Sorry, the glare is really bad. I'm getting gas at Circle K here in Tallahassee, Florida. So you can see there, although it is wonky with the lighting, sorry, that is the pier that caught fire. Technically it's the restaurant, but how does a vacant restaurant catch fire? Just you know, that's a thing to think about. Another article that I came across here, City of Oceanside declares local emergency due to pier fire. So several San Diego County legislators also sent a letter to good old Governor Gavin Newsom asking his administration to provide emergency funding to repair the Oceanside Pier. Oceanside city leaders declared a local emergency on Wednesday due to the massive fire that erupted on the pier last week. The Oceanside City Council voted 4-0 with Council member Rick Robinson absent. During a special meeting at 3 p.m., the local emergency is expected to continue until it is terminated by the City Council, State of California, or is no longer effective under state law. So that is a big deal, right? And then you have another article here. This is from Fox 5 San Diego, where they're, look at that. Can you see where they were doing trying to get the fire out? So an emergency meeting on Wednesday. Again, they voted unanimously to declare a local emergency following that fire. Oceanside Mayor Esther Sanchez said that the funding will help with costs not covered by insurance, because insurance will only go so far. No matter who you are, what you are, insurance will never ever cover everything 100%. The coastal city will now be able to apply and tap into federal and state dollars for repairs. Let me just really quickly point out the irony of that now that there has been this massive fire on this vacant pier that was built in 1888, they can now get federal funding. It's interesting how certain cities and states seem to have these really big things that happen to them. I don't know, like East Palestine, Ohio with Norfolk Southern, these massive things happen to them, and then all of a sudden there's all this influx of money coming in that now they can really fix things and make it better, make it grand, make it, you know, modern and up to date and safer. But that never would have happened if there hadn't been that tragedy to begin with. Speaking of tragedies, y'all, another whistleblower has been found dead. Josh Dean of Boeing has been found dead. That is the second whistleblower, and this one they're saying he died of what did they say, a sudden infection. Remember when the first one died? They said he took his own life and he was in the middle of testifying against Boeing and some stuff. Now, I don't have everything in front of me, so I need to do a completely different video on this, but I have theories on exactly what is going on with these Boeing deaths, and it doesn't actually have anything to do with Boeing, but it does involve government money once again. So we'll do a totally different video on that, but I wanted to bring this information to you about the Oceanside fire, because again, we see a lot of these things happening with these massive fires lately, and no rhyme or reason. They can't tell us how they started, what started them. It's in a vacant spot. You've got federal money now going in to fix things up and do whatever else. And I think that people have to realize that although we don't want to, as a country, think that our government, whether it's city or state or, you know, federal. We don't want to think of them as being shady characters. But a lot of times people are going to do what they need to do to get what they need to get out of people. And I do feel like something like this, without knowing exactly what started it, because they have not said why this fire started, I do feel like that is something you have to really take into consideration. Yes, they're going to say probably that a homeless vagrant or somebody else was there and that's what started. Maybe there was a storm, they'll blame it on lightning, maybe they'll blame it on faulty electrical, who knows what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, this vacant restaurant on this really old pier is up in flames, and government money will come in and they will be able to fix it up, and they're going to make it better than it was, and it's going to bring new money into the city of San Diego, which is already kind of hemorrhaging, you know, between San Diego and San Francisco. They're both in the crapper lately. This may be just what San Diego needs to kind of get back up in the swing of things when it comes to bringing in tourists or bringing in labor or bringing in businesses. Just a thought. I'd like to know your thoughts on this, Squirrel Tribe, because I appreciate how we have conversations back and forth, and maybe you'll think of things I haven't thought of, or you'll see things in a different light that I didn't look at it from. So leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. I will be back later with the Boeing one. You're not going to miss that one. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.